Ladies and gentlemen, we just received the news. There's a new launch coming up by Emaar called Terra Woods right in front of the Emaar Mall. Now, of course, I could have went to the mock-up and showed you the entire time but I want to upload this video as soon as possible. So I'm going to run you down. Basically, this project is going to be facing right in front of the mall, Expo Mall. The pricing is starting with 1.6 million for one bedroom. Two bedroom is starting with 2.3 million and three bedroom is starting with 3.5 million AED. 80-20 plan, and you have options to book one bedroom, of course, facing the swimming pool. So with that being said, the entire master plan has a huge future of capital growth, because I have already made videos on the amount of people we are anticipating in this entire master plan, the amount of growth we are anticipating, because this is a complete game changer. We are having 40,000 workforce employees coming into this entire community. Today is 12th of February. On 17th February is the unit booking for single units, and 15th February is the unit booking for bulk units. If you're interested, just send me your passport copy and your email address and consider it done. You will get your unit. You just have to contact me, because I am working with the best team. I sold around 4 units of Terra Heights in the previous launch. So I'm not going to the mock-up center to show you the entire Terra Woods mock-up, because I want to upload this as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is I've already made a video of Terra Heights, same renders, how it's going to be looking like, but of course the placement is different. So this is how the building, the amenities is going to be handed over. Same kind of building, same kind of renders, but this is literally the project you're investing in, but the placement is different. It's going to be right in front of Expo Mall. With that being said, I'm going to attach right now, and if you're interested, contact me as soon as possible. Please, we do not have time. You're working with a top agent in the market, handling top tier developments here in Dubai. I'm in Emaar Sales Center to show you this Terra Heights project, the entire mock-up of what an opportunity you have as an investor. All the one bedroom is completely sold out. We only have an opportunity for 2 bedroom. Now, this is your Terra Heights. This entire mock-up. You have 4 buildings over here as it is. Building number 1, building number 2, building number 3, and building number 4. And here it is. Look at how amazing the amenity. It's a very family-oriented project with all of the sports facilities that you can think of, and it's going to cater all of the less supply that we have in Expo based on the huge demand. This residential project is going to pick up incredibly well. This is one of the most in-depth analysis on Expo City, a video that I'm going to cover all and everything that there is to know about Expo City. We're going to go through the community tour. We're going to have a in-depth investment analysis on the sales center. I'm going to explain you all the projects there is, everything that is going on Expo City Dubai, and moreover, we're going to have a tour of our show apartments. Now, you have to understand this. Expo City is going to be the next downtown of Dubai. This developer of behind the Expo is Dubai government. The entire government of Dubai is the owners of this developer behind this, Expo, which shows that, the government is heavily involved behind this Expo City. This is, believe me when I tell you, this is going to be the next downtown Dubai, because this is going to be so hyped up in the upcoming 5 years. Because of already heavily investment made by the Dubai's government, the infrastructure around you is just incredible. This is our Terra Pavilion right behind me. It's focused on sustainability, and the solar panels behind me you see is tilted, and it keeps rotating based on the absorption of the solar energy from the sun in order to get as much as solar energy that it can. So in pavilions like this is spread out towards the entire Expo City, and I'm going to show you the entire community, the expansion of our DEC, the Dubai Exhibition Center, the upcoming world's largest Maktoum International Airport that's going to come into this entire Expo City, very, very close to our Expo City. So location wise, it's it's upcoming. This is the upcoming downtown of Dubai, and we cannot miss this opportunity. I really think that this is very undervalued. Let me show you around the entire community tour to start off with, and then we're going to go to our sales center to have a visit of the projects that's being built, the projects that's being offered at the moment right now, and moreover the show apartment of the projects that's being built. So right now we're going to go to we're going to have a tour of the entire community. This Expo City we see is located in Dubai South, and it's divided into 3 districts: Sustainability Pavilion, Opportunity Pavilion, and our obviously Mobility Pavilion. So have a seat around and let me show you the entire community as a whole. These are it tilts on from time to time to absorb as much as sun radiation in order to get the solar energy from this pavilion that we have. Absolutely incredible. Look at the infrastructure from inside. We have the business center, business offices that we can find from inside, and this is the community as a start. This is our sustainability district, and now we're going to our mobility district, where we can find our Vaha residences, where price per square foot we have a chance to get 1-bedroom apartment at the price per square foot of 2,500 square feet of apartment, price per square foot at a starting price of 2.7 million for 1-bedroom apartment. And we have a chance to get an apartment as close as one of the most architectural marvel, largest indoor interactive domes in the world in this entire Expo City. There's no cars that is going to be built over. There's no cars that is going to be across this going across this community. There's no fuel. It's going to be fully fuel efficient community. Only it's going to be pedestrian community with e-scooters, cycling going to be around, but no cars that are allowed in this community. Everything is going to be indoor. All the cars, everything is going to be indoor, and it's going to be a very habitable community as a whole. On my left we can see our Sidir waterfall, which is again one of the icons in Expo City. On your left, have a look. This is a very architectural marvel waterfall that they have made in Expo City, similar to the waterfalls in Las Vegas that we can have a look. On the right we have an operational restaurant. Not all restaurants are operational in Expo City, only some are open. Why? Because residential, not many, you have to understand, not even one residential tower is handed over yet. So in terms of public to be coming into this, the Expo City, it's quite low. Only 2 hotels that are operational right now, Rove Hotel and Chevelle Hotel. So in terms of traffic, there's quite low, but the amount of infrastructure is going to be in this community, it's going to be incredible. I'm going to explain you how the development is going to be in Expo City. For Vaha residences, it's going to be gated, which is going to be only community based Vaha residences, and you have a chance to invest in this G+2 residences over here. I'll explain you in the Expo sales center inside, but this is G+2 trading for 2,500 price per square foot. On your left is our Alif Pavilion, which is focused on science and aerospace areas, and this is going to be hosting aerospace, the future of aerospace, and our science parks. It's going to be a very good, interesting museum in front of us, which I truly adore. And right next to our our Vaha residence, and this is the closest to our Vassal Dome, which is available for sale right now. And if you can, we can't enter inside, but you can have a look of how the community is going to be built from inside. It's going to be like a city walk from inside. Now I want to take you to the Dubai Exhibition Center, and I also want to have I want you to have a look at the Dubai Museum, and I also want you to have a look at the Expo metro station, how innovative the metro station is from inside. And this is the only metro station that is the most interiorly beautiful and very innovative metro station from inside. We will have a look from the inside to have a look of how the metro station is from the inside, and that is going to be that's the only metro station that is there for the community. The Expo metro station, the only metro station in all the Dubai villa communities, you don't have a metro station that is only for our residential community. This is going to be your DEC, the Dubai Exhibition Center, on your left. And this is going to be your world's largest exhibition center, hosted in Dubai, with the expansion of the 10 billion by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The exhibition center is going to host 600 events, which is going to be 2 events every day, meaning that there's going to be so much traffic that's going to bring into this entire community in the starting of 2027, which you're going to see after the footfalls that we're going to have in this community. So on your left you can see the expansion of DEC, and it's going to stretch all the way from your right, And this is your already inaugurated Dubai Exhibition Center, standing at 46 square kilometer of size. With the expansion, they're going to increase this 46 square kilometer of size into 180 square kilometer of size, which is going to be huge. So on your left is our Rove Hotel, which is fully functional. This is our Chevelle Hotel on your right, which is again, open for our tourists. Only these two hotels, which is, in front of our Wasl Dome. Now we're going towards our Dubai Exhibition Center. In front of us, we have our smart police station on our left. And now going to our Dubai Exhibition Center on your right, and on your left there's a construction happening, which is going to be even greater than the size that is in front of us, 3x, going to be the world's largest world exhibition center in Dubai. And most importantly, there's going to be a metro station in front of us, which right next to this metro exhibition center, right next to our Expo metro station, is going to be our Al Maktoum International Airport. So every passenger, every crew member that is going past our airport, our Maktoum International metro station, has to pass through our Expo 2020. And imagine the amount of people that's going to bring in our crew members, our aerospace staff, our passengers, and they would be attracted to our residences in our Expo City, which is going to be, a very, very high demand of Airbnb, which I truly believe it's gonna bring in all our Maktoum International Airport passengers, staff members, and everyone from our airport. Because of the airport, the traffic that they're gonna build over there's going to be around 226 million passengers. There's going to be around over 200 million passengers that's going to pass through our Al Maktoum International Airport, and you can only imagine the amount of demand these residences going to hold in the future, which we have very short limited of residences launches in Dubai. Now we'll visit to our metro station from inside to have a look how the Dubai Expo metro station is from the inside. So this is the main entrance from our metro station to our Expo, and obviously our DEC on your right and on your left. Now I want to show you the metro station from inside, how they have made. This is the most beautiful metro station made by the government of Dubai, because they know that this Expo City is going to be the new hub of Dubai. I mean, have a look around how beautiful this entire metro station is. It's envisioning to our it's a futuristic station that is going to be that's going to embody Dubai as a whole, because the amount of people that's going to be coming over here is going to be in huge numbers. Have a look at the size of this metro station. It's huge metro station over here. We have obviously our so we can see the capacity of the metro station, how many stations that there are on your right and on your left. We can see the amount of space, the amount of occupancy that this station can hold, which is very important for me to show, because this metro station is going to be interlinked with our Al Maktoum International Airport, and this is going to accommodate loads and loads and loads of people. So there's a reason why this metro station is built the infrastructure is quite big, and there's a reason behind this, because the envisionment behind the Dubai government is that this metro station is going to align with the amount of traffic that's going to come up with the Dubai Exhibition Center that will be opening up, and obviously our Al Maktoum International Airport. Have a look around. It's a huge infrastructure from inside. So now that was our Expo Metro, and now let's go to other areas in Expo City to show you around how it is. Behind this Expo metro station, we have our Expo Mall, which is by Emaar, and this is going to be a cherry on the top. This is going to be a Expo Mall only for residents, tourists, and going to be fully focused for our Expo City. So this is one of the most iconic pavilions in Dubai, and this is the UAE Pavilion for Expo. And behind the UAE Pavilion, there is our park only for our Expo residents and obviously our hotel tourists and everyone else. But this Expo, the UAE Pavilion we saw, the structure was of a sleeping falcon, which is very interesting because falcon is our heritage animal of our this country. and this pavilion is very iconic. I mean, I really advise you to come over here. We have Spinneys operational right now, which is to again cater our existing audience in our expo. And now again, this is where our, most of the pavilions are there. Over here on your left, we have our Morocco pavilion. Again, these pavilions, they are not operational right now. They used to be operational during, Expo. And obviously now many events are going to come up. Obviously, when our DEC would be ready and all of our, the infrastructure would be ready, residences would be coming up, and all of our, schools and amphitheaters, when everything would be ready, that's when I believe all these pavilions would be starting to pick up. Right now, they have only opened 2 pavilions. But again, as we see, we have a Morocco pavilion. The infrastructure the government has put is absolutely incredible. We have Morocco pavilion on your left. We have Kingdom of Saudi Arabia pavilion, which is beautiful. I mean, I have visited, it is stunning and just shows, and this is again our Al Fursan Park for our expo community that we have right now. Beautiful, in-depth, walkable, park that is inside, which is really beautiful from inside. The headquarters of DP World in Expo over here. Events happening over here only for specific for yoga, activities, sports and recreation, sitting down, we have obviously our music system over here. Have a sit down, relax over here. And this entire community is just, it's just pedestrian. No cars are going over here. There's no smoke. It's smokeless community over here. And the entire, look at the upscale of the Expo City that we have right now. It's covered and it's shed with our covers on the top. As hot the temperatures goes in Dubai, we have pedestrian areas. No cars can go over here. E-scooters, jogging, walking, and again our India pavilion in front of you. Beautiful pavilion. And on your right we can see our Terra Pavilion, which is open right now. Terra Pavilion alongside with our Alif Pavilion, which is open right now. I want to show you around the residences, the construction happening over here, but again I can't show you the construction sites in Expo. But behind this lens we can see that there is construction happening around our Expo. Once you will contact me, once we will visit and once we will do a meeting, I'll show you around the construction that's happening around the Expo. Construction is happening heavily because of our planned handover stages of our Sidir, our Waha residences that we already showed you. The planning is handed over in the end of 2026. Sidir, that is going to be handed over in the end of 2027. Construction we can see is going heavily, and once we do a meeting I'm going to show you that the construction around the Expo is going on for these residences. I cannot show you right now because we're not allowed with the official official authority of Expo, but construction is happening for our residences in the heart of Expo community. We just had a visit of the interiors of the Expo City, and now I want to show you as an overview how this master plan is as of right now. This is a master plan revised by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and this sits in a 4.3 kilometers stretch of land, and it is twice the size of downtown Dubai. It is really big in terms of infrastructure, and we can see that the community, we just visited outside, but the community is heavily invested by Sheikh His Highness himself. 46 billion dirhams has been already invested in this, in infrastructure alone, and in terms of the community, it's already built. Now the entire dome, if I can just rally it over here, this dome you see is the world's largest interactive dome in the center, and over here there's around 200 to 300 screens that is illuminated for us, to host it by events. Now you have to understand this, in this entire Expo master plan, this DEC is going to be the largest exhibition center hosted in UAE. Because what they're going to do is, the already existing exhibition center, His Highness has already put up a plan of an expansion of an additional 10 billion dirhams into this existing exhibition center, which is going to be much bigger in size, which is going to already existing the Zabil exhibition center. All the events that's going to be that is already hosting over there is going to be relocated into this DEC, Dubai Exhibition Center. And this Dubai Exhibition Center is going to host 600 events yearly, meaning 2 events is going to be on average hosted every day. So with this Dubai Exhibition Center coming our Al Maktoum International Airport over here, you can already imagine the traffic it's going to build in, that's going to have to pass through this Expo City, because once our Al Maktoum International Airport is going to be operational, which is going to be the first phase is going to be in the first quarter of 2027, and we can already see that the infrastructure that has been spended in terms of money is around 128 billion dirhams that has already been put up in our Al Maktoum International Airport. We have our 10 billion expansion to our already existing DEC. We have 46 billion dirhams into entire Expo City. Invest where the government is putting their money in. Invest where, the already existing infrastructure and community is already being built. The Vaha residences you see in front of us is G+2 residences, very low residences in front of our Wasl Dome, which is very upcoming because the price per square foot is trading for 2,000 dirhams price per square foot. Sidi Residences is trading for 1,900 price per square foot. This residence is going to come up very soon. We believe in the next month, this launch will be coming up, Sidi Residences. And in terms of location, you're paying because of the location. You're not paying because of the building. In Emaar South, which is dislocated, price per square foot is going on 1,500. Why would you invest in this same areas of Dubai South where you can already invest in Emaar South for 1,500? It's because of its location and the amount of money and the spending the government is putting into this community. You must have heard about it. Expo City, invest in Expo City, but you have to understand the amount of spending the government is putting in this community is unbelievable. With our school coming up very soon, our sports and recreation activities, our communal event that's going to be hosted over here, our amphitheater, our expo theater, just like our Dubai Opera that's going to be hosted over here, our pavilions that we just visited, our Saudi Arabia pavilion, our India pavilion, it's not operational right now because they are preparing for the first. DEC is planned for completion in the next year. Alongside with the Emaar, the Expo Mall, which once this entire DEC would be operational, the Expo Mall would be operational. The Sidi Residences at the end of 2027. We have Vaha Residences at the end of 2026. In all hindsight, when at the end of 2027, we are expecting most of the pavilions to be operational, most of the public to be coming into this community, because right now it's the future. You're investing in the future. You're not investing in right now as a community, you're investing in the future. And you can already see the infrastructure the government has already put in place. Because right now, 2 pavilions are open right now. There's Asif Pavilion and there's our Terra Pavilion, and Asif Pavilion have already been, is operational right now. You can go and visit to our Terra Pavilion and Asif Pavilion. But why is UAE Pavilion not open? Why is our Saudi Arabia Pavilion not open? Because they're waiting for more and more traffic to come in, which along with the vision of 2040, 2030, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, is going to make this entire project very successful, because once the Maktoum International Airport is going to be operational, once the DEC starts becoming operational, it's only a matter of time when loads of traffic is going to come in. So you're investing in the future. You're investing in the vision of the government, and always put your money where the government is aligning their interest in. It's a master developer backed up by the Dubai government, and you cannot go wrong. In the upcoming future, when everything is going to be structurally made, all these buildings are going to be structurally made. It's not handed over yet, it's not even launched yet, but the buildings will come over here. But this is outskirts of Expo. As said, this is the downtown of Expo, and we have a chance to invest in Sidi Residences, and one of these residences which is going to be handed over next month. This Vaha Residences, we have a chance to invest in. Vaha Residences, trading for 2,500 price per square foot, and that one, Sidi Residences, trading for 1,900 price per square foot. You might think it is expensive, but it's only for the top tier developer. You're basically investing in the government's vision, and we have seen the progress of Dubai, how it has been taking place, how fast the government's under the government's leadership, the entire Dubai has been infrastructurally, developed in such a fast, rapid pace. So I truly believe that this community is going to be it's going to be a marvel. Top tier finishing, top tier community. In the future, we have a chance that the prices are going to skyrocket. You cannot go wrong in this community, because right now we are still early. So this is our Expo Fields, where it's going to be our international school, our sports and recreation activities over here, our communal event, which is going to host around 25 to 30,000 people. This is our amphitheater, Expo Amphitheater. This is going to be like our Dubai Opera, Expo Opera. Our vertical farming area over here, which is going to host entire vertical farming and farming in the future. This is going to be our another initiative by our Expo management, which is going to develop vertical farming type behind the in front of the amphitheater. We have obviously our downtown of Dubai. All this is our business offices that has been, taken up by Siemens, our Fujifilms, our upcoming Emirates that has already been in talks to open their own office over here. Over here, already 4,000 people are living in right next to these three are the office buildings where already 4,000 people are working over here with no place to live. In front of us, our two hotels, Rove Hotel and our Chevelle Hotel, already operational. Now, Rove Hotel is just a room, and guests gets charged 800 dirhams. For one bedroom, you're getting charged 1,800 dirhams. In City residences, if you invest right now, if you charge Airbnb 1,000 dirhams per night, being most conservative possible, 1,000 dirhams per night, 300 nights in 1 year as an Airbnb short-term rental, you can easily earn around 3,000 dirhams yearly. So that is around 15% of ROI in this City residences. The return of equity is quite high, because if you're paying around, say, 50% during construction and during handover, if you're just going through the handover and then before even handing over, if you resell it, your equity is going to be your return of equity is going to be much higher. So this is going to be our Expo Valley, and they're going to create a 2.5 million square feet of our land. It's completely sold out, but there are some plots available for you to purchase. Do contact me, because you have a chance to make your own villa right near the Expo community over here, because you have obviously your villas, your semi-detached villas, your townhouses, and over here gazelles are going to pass by. It's going to be green focused, loads of greenery over here. It's going to be a nature based community very near to Expo. So this is a very, very good community, but almost everything is sold over here. Only some plots is available for sale. Over here is going to be our Expo Hills, where nothing has been launched up till now, and we're expecting launch to happen maybe in the next year, or maybe in the starting of next year. Aldar has partnered with Expo in order for them to build hotels and offices in front of Wasl Dome. They're going to build around, say, 6 to 8 buildings in front of Wasl Dome. So this entire Dubai Exhibition Center sits at 46 square kilometers at size right now, and after the expansion of this DEC, that's going to be one of the biggest in the region. It's going to be from 46, it's going to go all the way to 168. It's going to be 3x the existing exhibition center, which is going to be one of the biggest world exhibition centers hosted in UAE. Imagine this, a city is being made over here. There is no going to be any roads that's going to be passing inside. It's all going to be pedestrian, all walkable pedestrian. It's only one community in the entire Dubai that the metro is only made for the Expo. Meaning that the metro is only there for the community, the Expo community. There's no community in the entire Dubai that metro is only specifically for one community. So because it's a project by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, His Highness, he has made the city. He wants to make this community as a city of its own. And again, as I said, the cars are going to be internal. There's not going to be any smoke. In terms of road connectivity, this is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. On your right is our Abu Dhabi. 45 minutes from here is our Abu Dhabi. And on your left is 30 minutes to Sharjah. All the way to straight behind it, you will go to our Sheikh Zayed Road. 5 minutes, you have connectivity over here. This is our Expo Road, and again, the 5 minutes drive from here, you will have your Emirates Road, and again, you're going to have your Etihad Railway, which is going to connect all the 7 Emirates in the UAE, and moreover, it's going to have a connection to all the GCC countries. So from here, from Dubai to Saudi Arabia, you can reach to 11 hours. And that's the plan of the Etihad Railway. It's 100 billion expansion plans that is by the government. So there's going to be huge amounts of traffic from Etihad Railway, from Maktoum International Airport, from DEC. We have an Emaar Mall over here. We have obviously our Pavilions that is ready in terms of the community. We have the world's largest interactive dome that's going to be built in the center of our downtown of Expo, and you have a chance to invest in the residences right next to it. Over here we have 4 types of residences over here. City residences. This tower is yet to be launched. We are expecting a launch to happen next month. These 2 have already been launched. Traded for 1900 price per square foot. Right now we have stock for it. This is our mangrove residences, launched and completely sold out. And this is our sky residences, same over here, sold out. And over here is our Vaha residences. Look at the architectural design of this. It's genuinely like Expo. It's genuinely like City Walk. It's a low-rise building, G+2, high height window to ceiling ratio, and just have an interior. Just have a look from the inside. The pedestrian walking, the amount of greenery over here. It's very aimed at sustainability, and it's just going to be a matter of time. Once, imagine, public coming in, people coming in. It's going to be like an iconic hub. Because now we have an opportunity to invest in one of these residences, which we have availability for it. And again, our Asif Pavilion, which is again operational right now. We have a look at the specs. We have stock for 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom in this Vaha residences. Again, I told you the price per square foot is around 2,500. The handover date is end of 2026. 1 bedroom is trading for 2.6 and 2 bedroom is starting with 3.3 million dirhams. We have availability for this one. 1 bedroom apartment size is 800 and 2 bedroom is starting with 1300 square feet of the apartment. 2 bedroom loft is around 2000 square feet of the entire loft. 50-50 handover, 50% during construction and 50 during after handover. Very good payment plan. Top tier developer, and it's a no-brainer payment plan for me, and we have availabilities for 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. It's seriously a no-brainer. It's like investing in City Walk, but like 10 years before than the price per square feet that's trading right now, and it can go even higher. Now, coming back to our City residences. City residences, so it's trading for 1900 price per square foot. 2 bedroom is starting with 2.6 million dirhams. The handover date is 2027, quarter 4, and the payment plan is 70-30. 70 during construction and 30 after handover. Have a look at the specs over here. The 1 bedroom launch, the size of square feet was 1000 square feet of the apartment. 2 bedroom was starting with 1400 square feet of the apartment. 3 bedroom was starting with 1700 square feet of apartment, and 4 bedroom was starting with 4100 square feet of the apartment. This was the specs of City residences. Now coming back to these 2 residential buildings have been completely sold out, so there is no importance to talk about the specs of it, because we only have City and Vaha residences that is available for sale. But this is again mangrove, and this is sky residences, completely sold out, and because of the demand it had in Expo City that we are in right now. Now for our City residences, I'll show you the show apartments that we have for you to have an idea. We have a 1 bedroom show apartment and a 3 bedroom show apartment that you can get in City residences. So this is your 1 bedroom apartment, fully furnished in City residences. Here is your European kitchen over here with our again inbuilt kitchen cabinets with our upgrading light fixtures that we can find, marble tops, top tier developer with top finishes in this apartment. Obviously there is fully fitted in kitchen. As I mentioned, we have our balcony from this side, spacious living room with our again dining table that you can put it over here. This kind of layout you can adapt in your 1 bedroom apartment. We have our powder room, quite spacious powder room from inside, and look at the finishing. It's very high quality finishing over here. And coming inside, we have our one bedroom from here, and we can have our inbuilt walk-in wardrobe and our ensuite washroom for our one bedroom apartment. Again, the finishing in this bathroom is quite high quality. And again, we don't get a balcony from here, but we have a view of the outside, of course, and the option of sliding windows. So this is your one bedroom apartment in City Residences that you can get in Expo City, Dubai. Now this is our 3-bedroom, very spacious apartment you can get in City Residences. We are entered with a huge corridor from the apartment. On comes our powder room with incredible finishing from inside. We have the views from the outside that we can get from our alleyway over here. And we are, welcomed with our huge dining space and our living space in this apartment. Again, we have an option of closed kitchen, which is very attractive for our big families. In front of this wash sink, we can have an option of closing the kitchen doors from the front. And from here, we have our storage room, which again can be turned into a maid's room from inside. Now, coming back from a dining and living area, it's quite spacious. As I mentioned, this is fully furnished. Have an idea how furnishing what kind of furniture you can put in. This is, our master's bedroom. Comes with a view from the outside. We have our walk-in wardrobes, light fixtures from inside, and our ensuite washroom with very good finishing. Honestly, I like the finishing from the washroom. Comes now our 2nd bedroom of the apartment. This is our children's first bedroom, I would say. That is, something along the line. We have a view of the outside. We have a small bedroom only for, suitable for children. We have an ensuite washroom from here. All the bedrooms comes ensuite, which is quite important for me. I love bedroom should be ensuite washroom for me. This is the 3rd bedroom, and this is as a guest bedroom. We have an ensuite washroom over here. Again, the same finishing that we can get in all the washrooms. And this is how your 3-bedroom apartment is going to look like. Very spacious layout in City Residences. So this is the entire in-depth analysis of our Expo City. I hope you enjoyed. Guys, if you want to contact me, my phone number is down below. If you're having a slight interest in Expo City, the upcoming downtown Dubai of, the entire city, do contact me. Let me help you understand this community much more in detail. Let's schedule a meeting. You have my phone number down below. Just call me. Let's arrange a meeting, and let me help you understand this community as a whole, and let me help you invest very wisely. So this is your entire map of your expo. Have a look at this very carefully. This is your Expo City, and if I zoom out for you, this is how close proximity you are to your Maktoum International Airport. This is going to be the world's largest airport, right steps away from your new Expo City, which is just behind your world's largest airport, which is over here. Have a look at this. The potential of this in the future is huge, and I'm going to break down everything in terms of numbers, analyze tables, everything. But let us understand the opportunity we have right now as an investment. This is your entire Expo City right over here. This is your expo plot of Terra Heights, and look at the configuration. This is your building number 1, building number 2, building number 3, and building number 4. And this again is your DEC right behind your Wasl Dome, which is going to be your biggest exhibition center in the entire Middle East. We're talking about hosting around 600 events, 1 to 2 events every single day. Top events are going to be hosting in this exhibition center. So, and all of the main top businesses have come across the Expo City, and they're going to operate their own businesses. So the entire Expo City, this entire parcel is going to be such large amounts of people, and it's right next to the E311 road and E77 road with incredible connectivity, of course, to all around in Dubai as we are in right now. And as I showed you the entire community inside, look at the pavilions. This is the part of the 37 billion dirhams worth of infrastructure around Expo City. I mean, this is outrageous level of spending in the entire Expo City. All the pavilions around you, as I showed you inside the community, Terra, sustainability pavilion, so much infrastructure around you where you would want your children to be around such incredible, habitable, family-oriented community with incredible amount of attractions and upcoming school facilities, theaters, amphitheaters coming into this entire Expo City, which is just gonna be absolutely phenomenal.
Okay, so let's talk about what's in Expo City's master plan. First, we have a mall that's built and yet to open, coming up very soon. Attached is a ready metro station that's extending to the largest airport in the world, Al Maktoum Airport. You can imagine the amounts of people that will come from there. The largest exhibition center in all of the Middle East. The Trade Center is moving here by next year. A Guinness World Record largest immersive dome in the world, right in the center of the community. We have certain commercial, entertainment, retail that will be all throughout the community, like waterfalls, Terra, the sustainability pavilion, and much more. The government already invested over 37 billion dirhams on the current infrastructure of Expo. His Highness just announced an additional 10 billion dirhams for the expansion and 10 billion for the expansion of the exhibition center as well. We have sports facilities in Expo Fields, which is this side. We have an arena for 30,000 people for concerts and festivals, a school over here, Sky, the project we've sold out, Mangrove, the project we've sold out, and Cedar right here. Now, on the business district, the biggest companies and the biggest headquarters are going to be moving here. Like Siemens has already moved. They've taken 5 buildings and this whole building over here. Terminus, an AI and robotics company from China. DP World, Nestle, Emirates Airlines, NG from France, Wollongong Universities from Australia, Fujifilm, Live Nation, Wio Bank, and we keep signing with more and more companies and corporations. Here we have Expo Theatre, which is like Dubai Opera. This is Expo Market, a fruits and vegetables market with vertical farming. And we've attached an arena for 15,000 people for other events and exhibitions. And on top of all of this, we've attached a 2.5 million square foot forest for hiking, horseback riding, mountain biking, and an area with wildlife and gazelles. And this is why His Highness declared this community the new center of Dubai's future. With all the investments here, the 128 billion in Al Maktoum, the relaunch of the Palm Jebel Ali, and the making of the longest beach in the world, the Jebel Ali Beach, appreciation is coming next to the south side of Dubai, and Expo would be the downtown of the south.
Again, this is your Tower 3 of Sidir. Look at the proximity. You're just 250 meters away with shaded walk to your Wasl Dome, a historical investment, very low supply of buildings in the entire Expo City with your UE Pavilion right next to it. You have your parks, incredible proximity, Terra Pavilion, surreal water feature, you have your Al Wasl Dome, and of course you have your 70-30 payment plan with 30% is going to be 2 years post handover payment plan for your Sidir residences. And now let's have a look at the show apartment of 2-bedroom apartment here in Sidir. And now we're going to look at the Waha residences inside, how it looks like around you.
This is Al Waha Residences. These are the G+1 buildings. Here you have G+2. All of this would be one duplex. So this would be the living area and the ground floor, and then this is where the bedrooms would be. For the ground floor 1 bedrooms, they would be high ceilings. Okay, and of course you would open the door and immediately step out into all of this. Large doors Aleph is over here. You have Al Wasl Dome right there, few minutes walk. And over there is the new Dubai Exhibition Center. And all this land from there all the way to inside there is given just for 280 units. No developer in all of the UAE has done this before. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, a one type of community that has not been done before in the UAE. Not just, it's never going to be done again by Expo or any other future developments or developers. And this is in a 37 billion dirhams community. We have a ready metro station, a mall that's yet to open, an exhibition center that's operational by next year, before we even hand over these residents. So imagine how high the demand would be in terms of residential units and in terms of short-term rentals once we hand over Al Waha.
And now I'm going to show you a Waha residences of how it looks like from inside. Waha Residences is incredible. 50% up till handover and 50% upon handover. Investment, you will be so proud of yourself because the future is in the hands of Dubai government, and the Dubai government are the ones that they have changed the entire landscape of Dubai, ladies and gentlemen. This is the development you're going for. Behind the entire transformation of Dubai, that is the leadership that is behind this Expo City master plan, and this is the leadership, under the leadership you're making an investment for. So if they have said it, they're going to make like this, they are going to make it. And look at the infrastructure, it's already ready. Waha Residences 2, Waha Residences 1 over here. You have your business centers around it and your Wasl Dome. Let's break down into facts what is happening in your Expo City. The Dubai Exhibition Center is going to have a 10 billion worth of expansion plan that has been approved, around $2.7 billion, and you have seen already in the video that I've shot in the community tour the current size, which is going to have approximately 58,000 square meters. 3 phases that it will expand to, ladies and gentlemen. Phase 1, by 2026, it will expand up to the space to 140,000 square meters. By 2028, it's going to be phase 2, which is going to expand up to 160,000 square meters. And by phase 3, by 2031, where in 2032, we are expecting the first phase of Maktoum International Airport to start operating. But by 2031, by DEC, it will expand up to 180,000 square meters. Which is gonna, have a stretching up to 1.2 kilometers, 26 halls on a single level, which is going to able to accommodate one mega event up to 20 simultaneously smaller events. That is a huge space we're talking about for the top brands. Now look at the events that took place and look at the events that's coming up right now. You have these many events that already took place, and now all of these upcoming events with your Paper World Middle East, your Asia Pacific City Summit and Mayors Forum, GITEX Global Dubai. Now look at the existing annual visitors. Based on the Q1 2025, you're expecting by the end of 2025 to end with 8 million annual visitors by 2025. By 2026, we are expecting from 9 to 10 million annual visitors. By 2027, from 10 to 12 million visitors. 2028, between 12 to 15 million visitors, and by 2029 to 14 to 18 million visitors, and by 2030 15 to 20 million and plus annual visitors we are expecting by the Dubai Exhibition Center. And this is a very realistic projections for your Dubai Exhibition Center. And of course, you cannot forget the Al Maktoum Airport, which is just a metro station right next to your Expo metro station. It's literally right next to your Expo City. What is right next to your Expo City is Maktoum International Airport. The very next stop from your Maktoum International Airport, the world's largest airport, is your Expo City. And look at the infrastructure, incredible spending that's happening in your Maktoum International Airport. Total investment is going to take place 128 billion dirhams, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a joke. This is a historical location you're making an investment with. The size of the world's largest airport is going to be 5 times bigger than the existing airport in the Dubai International Airport, as we can see in our existing Dubai, which is going to cover an area of 70 square kilometers. This is a huge airport you're talking about. And let's be honest, with Dubai, everyone has their eyes on and everyone is coming to Dubai. This airport is going to cater the amounts of passengers that's going to come and visit Dubai in the coming years. So as I said, phase 1 is going to be completed by 2032 with an annual expected passengers to pass by 150 million passengers. This is the amount of passengers going to increase up to, and by 2040 the phase 2 is going to be completed, where up to 170 million annual passengers, where the capacity is going to hold those number of passengers. And the phase 3, the ultimate, the last phase of the airport, is going to be completed by 2050s. It's going to have a capacity of 260 million passengers, more than 400 aircraft gates, 5 passenger terminal buildings. This is going to be a huge airport you're going to talk about. Everyone's eyes is going to be over here in Dubai and all. And this is the businesses and MNCs that are already existing in Expo. Because understand this, the top brands, Siemens, Emirates, you have Enoch, Nestle, Rove Hotels, Emirates Post, Fujifilm, Emirates NBD, Terminus, DP World, all of this huge businesses, when they're coming to this Expo City, you have to understand that this is going to be just like businesses coming to downtown Dubai, because businesses want to be in one of the most primest locations in order to tell to its customers that, listen, this is our operation, this is our headquarters. And by giving the location, the premium location, the premium of the business elevates in a much higher pace. So this is why Expo City is hosting such incredible huge businesses already, and imagine in the future when more businesses are going to take over in Expo. And this is why Expo is such a premium location, when you can already see existing companies that have come over here with billions worth of revenues. These businesses are not a joke. These businesses are coming to Expo because of its premium location as it has. The entire master plan is going to have 40,000 professionals worth of workforce in the Expo City. That's the amount of workforce we are looking at. That's the amount of employees will be working in Expo City. And look at this, all of these projects has been launched. Very important for you to understand how much supply there is. So all of the projects are completely sold out except the Sidir 3 residences, the Vaha, and of course the Terra Heights by Expo. But look at the amount of units that's about to be handed over. 480 units by Expo Valley. Vaha Residences only 284 units. This is why I see the most premium opportunity for you as an investor is Vaha Residences. But if this is but if this is more than what you can afford, go for City Residences. But again, continuing, Mangrove Residences are going to hand over 450 at Q1 2027. Sky Residences are going to hand over Q1 2027 with 416 units. Siddhi Residences are going to hand over in Q1 2028 with only 455 units. Terra Heights is going to hand over in Q1 2029 with only 1004 units, with a total of only 3089 units in total. That is a very low supply of units in the entire Expo City as we have in front of you. And now, based on the units that's being handed over, now let's just talk about the workforce, the amount of employees that will be working, who would want to live in Expo City because of their businesses. So the annual workforce by 2025 is just 5,000, where units are delivered only 480 by the end of 2025. And you have to understand, Expo City is so much infrastructure is put on hold because the moment everyone, because it will only be opened to when it starts catering a huge amount of residences. Right now everything is put on hold, but the moment residences come by, everything will eventually open in Expo City. That is what you have to understand. And we are already in a very early stage where nothing has been handed over and you still have an opportunity to invest. So 764 units are going to be handed over with only 8,000 workforce annually, meaning employees. By 2027 you're going to have 1,630 units being delivered at the beginning with 12,000 employees working in your area. 2028, 2085 units are going to be delivered with 18,000 employees working in your area, and by 2029 you're going to have a staggering 25,000 employees with only 3,000 units available to live in Expo City. Now, if this is not an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what else to tell you. So since 2022, all the units that's about to be launched in total by the end of all the project handover dates, it's just going to be 3,089 units. Now, and again, now based on the pavilions I just showed you, the existing infrastructure here in Expo City, this is all the concerts and entertainments that's going to take place and has been taking place. And this is all the concert and entertainment that has been taking place with literally no residences, with no residences in the entire community except the two hotels we have, Rove Hotel and the Chevelle Maison Hotel. I want to take an example of Terra Heights by Emaar. That the starting price is just 2.1 million dirhams. Right now, the cheapest unit by Emaar is 2.079 million, but I believe it will be sold out the moment you reach out to me. According to Value Strat, look at this. Apartments have been witnessing an annual growth of 23.6% and quarterly growth rate of 4.7%, with the highest annual capital gains achieved in the Greens, Palm Jumeirah and the Views. This is your average growth rate, annual rate of your apartments every year according to your Value Strat, with your communities as such as Greens, Palm Jumeirah, Views, Town Square and Discovery Gardens. Now let us take example of Expo City, which I think should even go much higher than what Value Strat is. I want you to go through as most conservative worst case scenario, and I'll give you only 3 scenarios as a capital growth, as 10% yearly growth, 12.5% yearly growth and 15% yearly growth. Now, so the capital appreciation you will get with the worst case scenario 10% appreciation, which I don't think is going to possible, but still the profit you're going to get is 1.3 million dirhams, and paid up to the handover is just going to be 1.68 million dirhams. That is an ROE, return on equity, or a staggering 77.38%, where if you flip it, that's the amount of ROE and that's the amount of profit you'll get on your apartment. This is an 80% scenario that you have paid up till 80% and you flip it right before handover. 12.5% appreciation growth, launch is 2.1 million and your handover price is 3.8 million AED with a capital appreciation of 81%. Your profit is 1.7 million and you have paid up till handover is 1.68 million. And that is your profit. That is, you're going to lock in for 1.7 million right before handover, and your ROE is a staggering 101% ROE, and 15% is what you should get as a capital appreciation. Launch price you pick up is 2.1 million. Handover you should get is 4.2 million. Capital appreciation is 100%, because right before handover your ROE would be 125%. Your handover price would be 4.2 million. So right before your handover, if you resell it upon 80%, your profit would be 2.1 million with a paid up till handover, which is going to be 1.68 million. That is an ROE of 125. So the master plan has a workforce of 40,000 professionals that's going to cater off employees by Expo City. By 2029, supply in Expo City can only accommodate up to 12.35% of workforce. That's it. So when your visitor impact, the 14 million plus annual visitors when you're going to have for your exhibitions, for your DEC, which will further intensify demand for short-term and long-term accommodation. What does that do to your Airbnb market in Expo City? Let's break it down. Now this is one of the per night rate in Rove Hotel. There are 2 hotels in the entire Expo City right now functioning, Rove Hotel and Chevelle Hotel. But this is Rove Hotel and I want to show you per night rate in October. Ladies and gentlemen, Expo City has not reached to its full capacity, and still we are looking at such premium prices, even though the full Expo City is not open yet. At peak seasons, this is incredible. 215 square feet of an apartment is giving you an average per night 1,339 dirhams. 280 square feet of your room is going to give you 1,369 dirhams per night. Now look at this. This is your biggest room, your suite. There is only 689 square feet, which is going to have only 1 king bed and 1 sofa bed, going for a staggering 2,369 average per night. In peak season also, there's literally nothing that's functioning in Expo City that is demanding such high rates. Now imagine once everything is started to operate, the prices per night is going to go very, very high. But let me just take a very conservative Airbnb rates here in the Expo, what you can expect for your 2-bedroom. This is not a one bedroom we're talking about. We're talking about 2-bedroom that is in Terra Heights. It's around 1,100, double the size of your Vasul suite or what you can expect in your Airbnb based on your rates of Rove Hotel at peak seasons. If you take 1,000 dirhams, the worst case scenario, which I don't think is possible, but still per night is you're gonna get 1,000 dirhams, and at a 70% occupancy, that's gonna be 255,550 dirhams annually, based on investment of 2.1 million dirhams, and that is a gross ROI of 12.2%. With your 1,500 nightly rates, that's a 383,250 dirhams at an annual revenue of 70% occupancy, and that is a 18.3% gross ROI to you. 2,000 dirhams per night, which is going to have 511,000 AED of annual revenue at 70% occupancy. That's going to have a gross rental ROI for 24.3% to you. I hope I made you understood the entire Expo City as an investment play for you and an opportunity that you can take at an incredible Dubai's real estate market that we are in right now. For me, this is the top investment play in Dubai and let alone UAE market. And I believe Expo City, you should have an investment in your portfolio. But again, this is Jay Bachani. I only focus on top off-plan projects here in Dubai, which I truly am confident about. And for me, this is the best investment place you can make right now in the market of real estate we are in right now in Dubai. So for overseas clients and even for my local customers here in the Dubai or in UAE market, my phone number is down below. WhatsApp me, phone call me, or even let's schedule for Zoom meeting. All it takes is just one message on WhatsApp. But let me help you understand the opportunity we are in right now for Expo City.